engage often, early, at the right time, and certainly I'll add with the right people. With the right people means if it really matters to bring along the head of HR or the head of executive comp who can talk through the comp plans, then you need to do that. The worst thing you can do is have a conversation where the response is, that's a good question, we'll have to get back to you because I don't really understand that particular issue. The investor doesn't really have that time. So having good HR knowledge, good executive comp knowledge, and that might be bringing that person along. It also might be having that knowledge or bringing that person along who understands the environmental and social issues and how the corporation are tackling that. Again, those are the questions that investors are asking, and so you need to meet investors where they're at and having the right team, talk to investors at the right time, in the right place. Before you get into that situation, do the engagement and do the understanding of your institutional shareholders. But once you're in it, my best advice is, quite frankly, to understand that don't take it personally. And by the way, that's pretty hard because it is personal. The strategy or direction of the company is not the line item that's actually on the ballot, it's a person. So you're being challenged for your seat. And some of the tactics used by some activists are not so nice. And it can be deeply, deeply personal. But the best way to handle that is not to take it personally. And those directors who do that, I think clearer. They're able to be advised by their advisors in a better way. And they understand that this is a business. And they're able to make which is actually their job, making the best decision on behalf of the company. And to do that with a clear head is the optimal way to go about it, and not to be thrown off their game because of some of the tactics used by activists to throw them off their game, to make them make bad decisions or decisions that are not optimal to the company. There's been, for the past 8 to 10 years, this enormous push by institutional investors in thinking about who's serving on boards. And that stems from the financial crisis of 2008, where after that crisis, shareholders got together and really thought about what did they miss? Or perhaps what was their role in this demise? And one of the things they came up with was that they weren't paying enough attention to who was sitting on the board. So that's been taken care of. They're paying attention a lot, and that's why you have this further around board composition, board matrices, and the issue around board diversity. The position of director is still a tough job. They're working a lot harder, but it's still a great job. And we know that because not a lot of folks are leaving it. It's still an extremely important job in corporate America, and it's a job that folks have an honor to serve. What we also know is that the capabilities of people to serve in that role are pretty vast. And so we encourage board members to think, nominating gov committees in particular, to think very broadly about what makes the right set of skill sets to serve on the board.